Welcome everyone. It is day 11 of the 30 Days of Death Shadow. If you're new to the channel, this is my challenge to play and record a League of Death Shadow for 30 days straight. Every day, no skipping, and we're on a rotation, and we're back around the horn to our third rotation now. And day number one is Grixis Death Shadow, the old classic. So we are playing a fun little list. We're playing a Boomer Shadow list. Death Shadow a la 2017, stuff like that. As you can see, we are not playing any Mishra's Baubles, but instead have opted for the 2 ops, the 4 Serum Visions, 4 Thought Scour, and our 4 Street Wraiths as our cantrips. And of course, we have our normal Team of Battle Rages to combo with our threats to kill our opponent fast. We have 2 Inquisition, 4 Thoughtseize, 4 the Stubborn Denial, 4 Fatal Push, 2 Dismember, and then our threats look like 4 Gurmag Angler, 4 Death Shadow, and 3 Snapcaster Mages. In the sideboard, we got 3 Nile Spell Bombs, 2 Kozilek's Return. Kozilek's Return really important right now for the tons and tons of pro-red creatures that are out there, mostly in the form of Ariok Champion. And speaking of Ariok Champion, we have more outs to that card in Engineered Explosives. 2 Terminates to help against the Is It Prowess match, because we want unconditional removal against a lot of their threats. We have 2 Kolaghan's Commands, really nice flexible spell. The Shatter effect relevant in certain matchups, Raise Dead matchup relevant in grindy matchups, and of course the 2 damage relevant against creature decks. And then to help round out our permission, we have 2 Aether Gusts and 2 Mana Leaks. So I'm super excited. Our last Grixis has been really funny. First time we played Grixis, we 5-0'd. Second time we played it, we 0-5'd. So we're going to see what happens when we play it today. But I'm super excited. Not the Modern Challenge. Modern League. I'm not going to wait around for hours for that one. But yeah, we're going to see what happens. And try out a little Grixis. I am not flying solo this time. I have with me... I got 2 peeps to help me out today. I've got, of course... my main man, Mike. If you haven't checked out his channel, please go do so. He's the Control Freak, both on Twitch and YouTube. And we also got Mr. Donger, Mr. Corey with us as well.
Hi, guys.
So sweet. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Both of these guys are both have a lot of experience playing Death Shadow. And so, hopefully they can keep me from punting away a league, or at least save me one of my games so I don't go completely 0-5 and embarrass myself. But...
depends how generous I'm feeling.
Depends how generous, indeed. All right, and every day we checking in on those active players in Modern, sitting at 1,100, which is pretty sweet. I think that's about where we were at yesterday. But always good to see so many people playing and enjoying Modern. All right, win the die roll, feels good. Certainly take the play. And this hand looks pretty sweet to me. Like, we got everything we want. We got a lot of disruption. We got redraws to help grow our Death Shadow, or help find cards that will grow our Death Shadow. We got Thought Scour as well. I don't love firing off of Serum Visions in the blind. I think I'd rather just fetch Shock Inquisition here. A little bit better to me.
I agree.
Yeah. Absolutely. Nab those turn 1 plays from our opponent. Let's take a peek. Oh boy. Alright, we got a fun one. Marsh Flats. So they could be Esper, but most likely they're just blue-white. We take a Stone Forge. They play the other one. We can push it. We take a Remand. We just get an annoying spell out of the way. We take an Opt, and we prevent them from sculpting their hand on turn 1. I think I'm fine taking just Mystic and pushing the other one. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. We're going to find ways to play around that Remand, especially because we are on the play ourselves, and so we can hopefully get underneath that card. They're going to Marsh Flats and pass. Got an Opt. So let's see. Yeah, we can kick things off with the Serum Visions here.
There's always drawing Street Wraith, scrying.
Ooh, Thoughtseize is sweet. Okay, so we can't cast a Thoughtseize yet. So what's our turn 2 look like? or turn 3 rather. Ooh, the steam vents is like a little awkward because now we can't.
I do think you like the stub though.
Yeah, I
Might
do like
have to
stubby.
remand next turn.
Right. I think we're happy just going like this. And then shock this in and pass.
You get to clear the stub off the top with the opt to hopefully draw a fetch land for next turn.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I like that. I like that for sure. Oh, they are Esper. Very cool. Inquisition. Yeah, you got it, man. You got it. See what they take.
I would think it has to be either Thoughtseize or Shadow.
Right.
Also give you a little insight into how much removal they're playing if they take anything but the shadow.
Right, that's a good point. Alright, opponent, we're ready to be, I was going to say, we're ready to be Manatized. Okay, Blood Crypt. Guess I can scour myself first, I think. Because if I draw, like, Gurmy, I might just want to Gurmy hold up Stub. Okay. Not really what we were wanting here. So I think I'm fine just Shock Blood Crypt Thoughtseize. Okay. Dark Confidant. That's so cool. Let's see. So I think I'm just gonna take that one.
No, you can push the Confidant, but
yeah,
you can take the Stoneforge so they don't get the free search.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And push
Good point. Yeah, good point. Yeah, why give them the extra card when we have the option here? Okay, that's what they do for turn. Dark Confidant. Do I want to just scour myself and then I can fatal push this if I need to?
Like that. Because if you don't draw a threat, you're not really doing much anyways, so.
Right. Oh, been 2 stubbies? That's a good one. So we can go like this. And then we can do Mike's favorite play, which is blow people out with Street Wraith. Okay. Although I guess if they have a removal spell, and if we stub it, they just remand. So there's that. So that's maybe even more incentive to hold the Street Wraith because we don't want to lose life unnecessarily. Oh, I see. I see, opponent. Alright, sweet. Snapcaster Mage. Aqua. Do I want to go to 7? Or go to 6 rather?
So you can hit them for 7 down to 12.
Right.
And then if they don't really draw anything, you can dismember your shadow at their end step.
Right.
Is that not lethal next turn if they don't have anything?
no, it's not.
Gotcha.
Because we got to kill them from 12, we got to go to 1.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you'd need 1/1.
Let's see, they topped. Alright, unfortunate for sure. We know remand unknown still. Okay, just remand. Alright, so we got a shot here. Like, Gurmag Angler right now. Okay, that's good too. That's good too. And so, like, as you can see, Boomer Grixis looking not bad because these extra Serum Visions really help out sculpt our hand. So, is it crazy to want to bottom? I mean, Snapcaster is so good, but I feel like
I think you bottom the push and keep the Snapcaster
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think you can just opt on your opponent's turn, and then next turn, if you draw air, you can snap Serum Visions.
Mm-hmm. True. So, quick question for the judge. If I snap visions and they remand my visions, what happens?
Exiled.
Exiled. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, we're gonna... Shambling Vents is a 2-3 with lifelink. Okay, let's see what we get into. Oh, okay. So now I can just snap Inquisition? Snap Inquisition then Gurmag? I guess I have enough, like, just space in my graveyard just to Gurmag, and if they remand, I Gurmag again, right?
I think that's what I would go for. It's like there's a little bit of an incentive for your opponent to crack this Field of Ruin if they want to thin. So there's a chance they might give you the extra mana to like Snapcaster or something.
That's really well said, yeah.
But
wow, I was not even thinking about that. I was really heads up.
Yep, because now you can snap Stub the remand here.
Well, they're going to get an extra land off this Field of Ruin. Unless they go for it with the Field of Ruin on their stack.
They almost did. They thought about it.
They thought about it.
Almost.
Oh, wait, they... Okay, never mind, sorry.
Yeah, I should have floated black, right?
This is fine, though, because you can still resolve...
Oh, no, but no, they got my Steam Vents. So I was only floating blue or red, so never mind.
But now you can snap Thoughtseize just to see if they drew anything good as well.
Sure. So I want to do that first. Like this. Snap.
Like, Michael, do you think Thoughtseize or Inquisition is the play here? Knowing that they're playing Stoneblade, they're probably not playing a ton.
I would Thoughtseize, because, like, some of the best hits they can have would be, like, Jace or something like that.
Right.
And you're going to have the extra blocker with the Snapcaster for the Shambling Vents, so, like, they have to have 2 pieces of removal to blow you out.
Not that one. Yeah, another visions. Got another stub. Got another. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we're not playing Kolaghan's Command in the main deck. So. All right. Whew. Man. Grixis Death Shadow. All right.
Now let's just rip some stubs and snaps off the top.
Easy game. All right. Not casting that one.
Yeah, you do have to be mindful of that.
Right. So. I guess if I attack and like I go to dismember this and they like remand this, then like I'm in a little bit of trouble.
I think you swing with only the Gurmag Angler, because even if your removal spell doesn't resolve, you still have a blocker on the crackback.
Right. Okay, just let it happen. Oh, do they have removal spell for snap? Okay. Interesting stuff. Okay.
Alright, so make sure that you block before you cast the Dismember.
Right, right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Maybe they drew 2 dead cards.
Maybe they drew 2 dead cards. Okay. Fair enough, opponent. Fair enough. So, okay.
Wow. They drew the 2 best cards.
Yeah, happens. Happens. And we are playing Grixis Death Shadow, so.
Street Wraith here. That stands in the way of a Shambling Vent pretty well.
Also can't be blocked. Let's go. So, I guess I'm feeling a little bit less bad about things, because, like, that kind of situation felt like that was happening all the time playing this deck. But, like, yeah, I just feel like that's just this deck. Yeah, like, this happens, too. So I guess we're just dead. They just fire both vents, but gotta make them do it. I feel like okay.
You have 2 cards in hand and a bunch of
Ooh.
help, so.
Okay. Let's take a peek. Okay.
Wait for snap push. Is that what you don't?
So I just hold up snap? I mean, if I attack here, they go to 5. They fire up 1 vent. I can try to snap target a push.
Well, holding snap push for when they animate both, I think lets you play, and not attacking the Street Wraith lets you play around either counter spell or removal spell.
I mean, that's fair, but I'm just like wondering, are we winning the game by not attacking with Street Wraith?
Well,
I kind of feel like attacking, right? Because like we are presenting lethal. Like if they only fire up 1 vent and draw dead, then we can snap push it and then untap and kill them potentially.
So I would think in this situation like this, what are your opponent's best draws? What's your best lines? Because if your opponent draws like a removal spell here, you're dead.
Right.
Not actually dead, but like they kill the Street Wraith. You snap push one of the shambling vents, you jump block the other, you've got nothing else going on.
Right.
So functionally dead.
Yeah.
So if you can't play around a removal spell, then your next best line becomes something like, what if I snap Serum?
Yeah, that
That
seems
way
fine.
I can potentially find another threat in my next couple of cards.
Yeah.
To keep the gas going. I get my Snapcaster on the board to block. They can't really attack into the Snapcaster Street Wraith because they just give up one of their shambling vents.
Do we keep the Street Wraith here as a guaranteed like body on the board next turn?
Honestly, probably.
Like it dodges push, which I don't think we've seen push from them yet.
We've seen. Yeah, we saw push.
Okay.
Yeet. Alrighty.
Like at this point of the game, you just kind of want cards with text.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we saw their willingness to hold a land last turn. So maybe there's a chance they drew another land. But like now I would swing in with a Street Wraith.
Okay, I was gonna be like, they fire up vents and then go and try to block, and they're like, wait, what's happening? Alright, let's see what happened. They conceded from the game of Magic. Huh. Huh. Interesting.
Street Wraith too strong.
Good. You can't beat True Name Nemesis, that's for sure. Okay, against Esper. Against Esper. Team Battle Rage seems medium. They were Blade, so push and dismember is probably fine. I feel like Kolagon's command's got a role to play.
I think as soon as you see things like Dark Confidant in the deck, you kind of have to keep,
right.
like, push in.
Right. What do you think? I don't know, the game might go a while. I mean, I know Street Wraith just won us the game, but, like, I don't know. Like, maybe just drawing, like, a real card instead of Street Wraith might be good. They're also playing, like, Path to Exile, so there's a chance we get ramped. And I'm just kind of rambling to myself. I don't know if I'd want anything over the Street Wraith, but...
EE is a consideration?
Yeah. I don't know if EE is where we want to be against, like, lots of removal spells. And I mean, obviously it's gonna answer a lot of other good stuff, but... Mike, do you like Mana Leak against control decks or not? Because games go long and then they end up being dead.
depends on the kind of control deck. Like, if you're playing a more counterspell heavy control deck, I like Mana Leak. Because usually if you can force through a threat early, you have a really good chance of tempoing out from there.
Right.
But against like removal heavy builds, which is kind of what our opponent was on,
Right.
we saw a bunch of paths, pushes, things like that, that I'm not as big of a fan.
Alright. I think I'm happy just with take Teamer Battle Rages out for K commands. I think it seems good to me. I think everything else seems fine. Cool.
I think if we see stuff like spell callers in this one, we have like terminate as a consideration.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point for sure. Okay, so, gosh, I hate when Mana Traders gives you this version of Blood Crypt because I'm like, oh, that's a fetch land. No, it's not. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3. So 3 value to the Gurmag. This is probably fine. We don't like have to turn 2 Gurmag, and we've got K command Fatal Push. Like this hand seems actually pretty reasonable. I think I'm gonna keep. Unless y'all have like super huge objections with this hand.
I think threat and interaction is really a lot more than you can
Yeah.
ask for this kind of matchup.
I agree.
Lands as well. Like you're not gonna really be missing on land drops.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Let's just hope that this Thoughtseize shows you a favorable.
Whoa, wow. What? I was not expecting that from our opponent.
I see you queued into my bracket.
Leyline of Sanctity is a whole card out of their hand. Let me tell you something. It's a whole card out of their hand. Yeah, just Bloodstain Mire pass. Cool. If we hit like Street Wraith, then we got Gurmag turn 2.
You've got turn 2 Gurmag regardless.
Gotcha.
Top Tower here now.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Why is that?
So that way you get the guaranteed mill.
Yeah. If they take the Thought Scour, you're not getting Gurmag next turn.
Okay, sure. That's fair. Hey, Street. Look at ya.
Thought Scour into True Name Nemesis sounds pretty good.
I know, right? Should do more of that. All
Now
right.
let's just rip the stubby.
Yeah, rip the stub. Ooh. Okay, snap's actually pretty good. So do I want to hold up push? I feel like I don't need to. I can just taps, I think. Tap land. Unless there's something I want to save in here.
Do you think maybe?
Oh, maybe I kind of like to save K command and Death Shadow.
Serum.
Oh, okay, never
I
mind.
think Serum and K command.
Serum and K command?
Like,
Yeah.
Shadow's okay, but I think you're gonna want the ability to like snap Serum.
Okay. Sorry, you said Serum and K command?
Yeah.
Okay.
K command's like your best late game value loop with Snapcaster,
Right.
and then Serum is just the best way to help keep the good cards coming.
True. They got Path here? Okay. So let's say Path. Path actually would have been fine, because then it could give me a little more flexibility with the snap. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's very good. Just gonna shock Snap Visions, I think.
I think you attack first.
Yeah. For sure attack first. Yeah, let me get that out of the way. Yeah, let's do that. She got opponent Cling to Dust.
I don't think that card sees nearly as much play after the Uro banning.
You're right. Yeah, it doesn't see much.
I think we.
Bottoms. Yeah, top visions, bottom swamp though.
Yeah, you want to keep the basics in because.
Oh, true.
Deck.
True. Yeah, good point. Good call. Okay, fatal push sounds good. All right, land. All right, Tefferiner. Lingering Souls. Heck yeah, let's go. Let's go.
A list of cards you're not super worried about.
Fjord's account.
Fjord's alt account, dude. Bottom. So if I push and then hit them again, and their only play next turn is visions, that doesn't do much.
Well, they can flashback souls as well.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. Yeah, I was like, if I push, then I attack. It's like they can souls. If that's the only thing they do, all I got is dismember.
Is there a consideration of just cycling this through your A, maybe hoping to find a stub before you fire off the pushes?
Mm-hmm. I like looking for stubby. Ooh. Okay. Second plan. Tag with Gurmag. Play a second one. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Ooh, they take it. Very nice.
I think I would push one of the spirits.
Oh, because it's free. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. 2 big fish. Let's go. Land Supreme Verdict.
1 mana 5/5, so your opponent will win some games.
Sometimes. I was just kidding, opponent. About the whole land Supreme Verdict thing, I was just totally joking, opponent.
Just flashback, lingering souls. Hold up, mana leak, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, they are very brave.
Well, I mean, I think your read of the mana leak is like pretty good, because like we can't thought seize them, so.
Stub.
Yeah, I'll seize them.
So, what was that, Mike?
Said you can thought seize them now. Thought seize puts you to 4, fetch up a basic, swap to 3, fatal push a token, pay 2 life for dismember on the other token. Puts you to 1 exactly.
Why would I thought seize?
Just to see if they're dead.
They have a late
Oh yeah, that thing.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I think I can go for it here. Like, I think it's like pretty low risk, right? Like, if they would have shown us a removal spell by now, I think.
I think resolving the 1 push and then putting them to 1. Guaranteed.
Right.
Like if they pass here in response and you get to dismember the other one.
So if I can fetch to 5 and attempt to go for lethal here.
I don't see how you're dead on the crackback, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it because I feel like I'm sensing a lot of weakness from them. I mean, that attack was pretty aggressive, so they might. But I think like Corey, your read's like really spot on. I think they might just have counterspell here. Okay, so they were sandbagging a path exile. Oh, just naked snap. Okay, that's cool. That's even
better because you got that out of their hand.
Right, big time.
Oh, they didn't block. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they were just.
Well, they misclicked on that block, so maybe they block and they top deck some answer.
Well, maybe it occurred to them that even if they top deck an answer, you still have 1 Gurmag in play.
Gotcha. Yeah, maybe that was like that was them saying that we don't play sweepers or something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You just have this in play, so.
Right. Interesting stuff. Yeah, that attack by them was really aggressive then. They shouldn't have done that. Yeah, interesting.
Maybe they were expecting you to board out removal against the Stone Forge Dark Confidant deck.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance they don't play around that kind of thing. They're expecting us to have more like stubs and stuff, but definitely could see that.
I love how Dito's up on the trophy list, but I don't even know if he's played since the ban.
Oh, really? I know he was on Valky, right?
Well, he was on like the. I think it had Valky. He was like the 4-color Uro suit deck.
Yeah.
I think we ship this. You don't like your hand really relies on the opt and the Street Wraith finding something.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think this is fine to ship. Sand looks okay. Can keep this bottom the snappy.
This one's not so reliant because you have a threat and you still have some interaction. actually.
Right.
Really just looking for more.
Right, I'm basically just looking for fetch lands here.
I think with opening hands, the really key evaluation is recognizing how many things you're looking for.
Right.
With that first hand, you're looking for both a threat and a way to enable that threat, whether it's a Gurmag or
Right.
a shadow. With this land, or this hand, you're just
Ooh.
looking for lands.
Right, for sure. Gurmy.
Ripping lips.
My little Gurmy. This is nice because they Bloodstained Mire pass. Like, they're never going to be playing around Stub here if we get to catch them.
Maybe.
Bant Snow? Alright. Well, that one's tough because of Ice Fang Codal. I think I'm just scouring, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Not that one. Whoopsies, that one. Okay. 6. Ooh, that was rough.
Lands went there. You do need to be mindful of that. Both of your red sources are now gone.
Sweet. We got one left. We got another Blood Crypt.
Okay, 2 blood crypt, nice.
Yeah. For just such an occasion. Listen. I know how much Moto wants to get me with variants.
Now you could have opted first too.
That's true.
Because you
But
can still hold up if you don't find the shock land.
yeah, I think I'm a little more happy passing with like being able to hold up all 3 of these and not have to commit to anything just yet. But we'll see. Yeah, here comes the Codal. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay.
So tap out for Teppers here.
That would be nice. It'd be really nice of our opponent, but obviously they got to be suspicious of Stub in a spot like this. Okay, then we'll just opt. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Street Wraith. Ooh. Okay. Alright, going for my Gurmy boy. I want my Gurmy boy. And then I can hold up both Stub and Dismember here. For some shenanigans. Might be a Spell Queller. That's a good one.
Like I said, you have another Gurmag in hand.
That's
so
true.
You just kind of rebuild.
Definitely.
I mean, the nuts is they just miss land drop here and try to slam Teppers.
I mean, our hand's pretty face up right now. This is Teppers right here. It's gotta be. Yeah, they missed tap. They meant to tap the white. Alright, yeah, it's probably game. Imagine playing a deck that gets soloed by 1 card. Well, I mean, we just throw a shadow out there, right? Gotta do something here. Feel like we should kind of protect our. I mean, feels like kind of just Dunzo in this game anyway. But that was a weird noise.
Maybe you want to see more of their deck.
Yeah. I'll play it. I'll keep playing it out. I mean, you know. I think there's anyone here that's proven that you can win from absurd scenarios with Shadow, it's Mike, but. Let's go, opponent. Let's go. Ooh, we even get to stub the. What's it called if we have it?
No. Hey, you can't stub.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Teferi is a fair and balanced magic card.
You're playing Hearthstone right now.
We are playing Hearthstone. So, in the spirit of Hearthstone, let me do this first. Okay. Just top. Let me take Visions on top, Snappy underneath.
Click your live. Okay.
Ticks up with Teferi. Supreme Vertex us and our draw step. Still with us, Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You were just really quiet for a while, and then I was referencing you.
I was just watching along.
Okay.
What you decided to do.
Fair enough.
Very off the board. We might have a game here.
All right, that's a good sign. Potentially, we can push this, kill our Teffers, and then we can find Gurmy. We can Serum because that's free. So it's like push visions. Okay, okay.
Well, if your opponent doesn't have anything here, you might be able to push Stoneforge, kill Teferi, get Gurmag down with Stubborn back up.
Heck yeah. One time. Heck yeah, let's go.
A little terrified of a nice thing here, but I think you can play around it.
Yeah, they got it. They got it. Yep, they got it. Oh yeah, right, because this is a snow basic. Yep. Yeah. So like, I think this is like our. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right,
Not
not nearly as bad here. We're still fighting though. So now I can just visions, and then Gurmy Shadow. Okay. So, how much of my yard am I eating? I'm eating the whole yard. So we gotta bottom both these. I think. Yeah.
That's fine.
I think I'm bottoming both these because we nom in our whole yard here.
I don't think you can grind long enough to get the next Gurmag Angler down.
Right.
Because basically, if one of these two threats doesn't deal with this Teferi next turn, I don't.
Right. Yeah. But obviously, you know, they had Brazen Borrower and not Icebane Codal, so that was really good for us.
The best case scenario is that they have to abandon the Teferi to get rid of the Gurmag Angler.
Right. That would be best case. Okay. Okay. Very cool. Now we got a little stub. Snap stub, potentially, if they let us untap. Pass turn. Pass turn. Pass turn. No fun. Oh, sure. So they got Flash in the Borrower next turn. Equip it with this. That's not lethal just yet. Oh. Alright.
Surprised they're not even trying to bluff Collateral here.
Oh yeah, true. True. Okay. A little punish for not grabbing that red source. Alright. Yeah, we're just passing. Passing it along.
Main deck, sort of Famine, Ugly to Jace the Mind Sculptor in the deck.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because generally, if you're not playing Jace, like big things you tap down into main one before you untap. Generally, you just play the Fire Nice.
Okay. So that's right. So they're just setting up for lethal. So I'm actually gonna ditch Oh. Nah, it doesn't matter because no land we grab here is gonna turn on Temur Battle Rage because we're gonna go to 2. So, but I still ditch Gurmy because my out now is a fatal push.
I think you still ditch the Battle Rage because if you are somehow able to answer this sword, I mean.
Don't think there's a card in my main that does. Yeah, there's nothing in my main that does. So don't think it's one of these, obviously, but
Well, they do get to just re-equip this sword over the hierarch.
True. Good point. So we need. Shoot, we may not have any outs now. I'll just stitch Gurmag, I guess.
Any flash in Snappy Boy here?
They don't rear quick.
Okay, so I think we hold on to Snappy, right?
Yeah, okay. In
Yeah.
case you feel a push, you can push that.
Right.
Push.
Okay, we didn't get the push. That's too bad. Yeah, super punished for not grabbing that red source, man. Big time. Big time, big time.
Well, you never
That's
had
okay.
a plan, so.
Yeah, I did. I was like saying it out loud one time when I was fetching. I was like, do I grab Water Grave or do I grab red source? And I was like, eh. And I was like waffling back and forth. Yeah, alright. We're playing basic mountain opponent. Be scared. Be very scared opponent. Okay. Alright. Well, we made it a really close game. Made it a very, very close game. Closer than it probably should have been against what our opponent's up to here. Okay, so. Probably cut you boys. All the rest of this seems pretty alright.
It's the same as the last one, right?
Right, banging the K commands and just roll it on back. Looks good to me. Yeah.
I think it's pretty straightforward. I think that match, that first game was just pretty unfortunate with the opponent played around stub very well, and you milled over a lot of your red sources.
Yeah.
And you didn't find a fetch in the early turns, which is
Yeah, in the early turns. Yeah. I mean, you know. Oh, but they get unlike Esper though, that they get Veil of Summer post board. Ugh. That's still the one card left in the format that just makes me feel just completely sick to my stomach. They banned most of the other ones, but Veil of Summer is still bumming around.
I think it's just kind of like Days and Legacy.
Right.
Like it's just a card that like you just kind of have to play through.
Right. Right.
Well, I think the difference is you can play around Days. You can't play around Veil of Summer.
Right. Or at least it's extremely hard to.
So like if your opponent decides to hold up Veil of Summer, they're going to have Veil of Summer.
Right.
Like the way to play around it is for them to choose to tap down off of it.
It's what it's what the youths called a sneep.
Let's snipe this one of Teffers in there. Terrible.
It's just 6 lands and a Teferi. They're like, oh, Teferi's good.
5 lands, a hierarchy Teferi.
Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. I would like to take 3 cards our deck can't beat. I should have, you know what I really should have done, y'all, is we should have brought in EE. Because this deck's a little bit more with, like, bumming with the creatures. So,
So, you can take the Oriok champion.
right.
And maybe he respects the removal spells, doesn't play the hierarch on turn 1.
Right.
And you get
Right.
the early angler down.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking the same thing. Yep. All right. That's what we're going for. Because that's like the card we like really, really don't beat. Okay. They don't do what we want them to. Feels bad. All right. Street Wraith. All right. Street Wraith doesn't matter. Okay. There's stub. I guess I fetch first.
So, yeah. Well, now that you just...
Yeah. There's no real way to.
never mind, no.
Yeah.
I think maybe you just get the angler down. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, just slam an angler. I wasn't sure there was much else to think about. I mean, I guess we can push this and then
Well,
pass.
next turn the opponent's going to flash in the Codal when you attack with your angler, and then you get to push it with stub back up for the Veil.
Yeah. Does that sound good, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. cool.
I thought you were talking about doing a different line.
Gotcha.
While I was asking.
Well, I was thinking if you didn't draw a stub there, I was
Here's your
thinking
boy.
go ahead and push the
Alright,
push
so we're
the hierarchy.
down a Blood Crypt. Just keep that in mind. Down a Death Shadow. Obviously, that doesn't matter quite as much.
I
But
mean, like, even if he has, or if he plays Icewind Coil this turn, doesn't have Death Touch, so
that's true.
we can.
Oh, we draw the Teffers.
He fetches.
Draw the
Oh, you're right.
Teffers.
You're absolutely right.
Oh. Yeah, this matchup is just horrid.
Alright, well, at least you get to kill the Teferi and
Make
make
him-
your opponent.
Make him
Wow.
discard. Sure. Sure. I'd like to kill the card opponent that prevents me from playing Magic. Oh wait, but you have another card that prevents me from playing Magic, so whoops. Jason Mind Sculptor. Jason Mind Sculptor. Let me get a chase. Golly, dude. Alright. I mean, you know. This matchup is duty. Big duties. GG's, bud.
I
GG's,
think
bud.
what always cracks me up about these matches to me is it seems like there's a disproportional amount of times where your opponent will keep like a low powered opener and just successfully draw into these big payoff cards as they set up,
I mean, whatever.
where we keep a hand that like has to get out of threat early and then just draw the non payoff parts after that.
I mean, whatever. I'm like just so used to like that's just been like my experience playing MTGO. Like I'm just so used to that being what happens that at this point I'm just like whatever, you know.
It happens in paper too.
Yeah, it happens in paper for sure. But I guess that's just my. That's I mean I wasn't expecting the match to go any other way. Like if it went our way and we won, that would have been nice. Like don't get me wrong, but like I was not like holding my breath that game was gonna go any other way. But this hand's pretty sweet. Yeah, this hand's actually really cool. Go. Little fatal push. Thought Scour turn 1. Opponent is mulliganing.
Don't hold a 5. We know what that means.
It means they're on Jund and they have a bad hand. I don't know. And they're not playing Assassin's Trophies in the main.
Well, I was thinking about Tron, but
No, I know. Gotta think positive, Corey.
I didn't think you'd rather Tron than Jund.
Ooh. Ooh.
Electrodominance.
Oh, yeah. That's a good read. That's probably what it is.
It's the only thing I can think of that would be playing. Like Azratul.
Really funky Grixis Dredge that's looking to flip over a bunch of cards on.
We've flipped over this version of Blood Crypt the past 3 times we've thought Scoured. And not that that's like bad luck or anything, I just think it's funny. Alright, land.
Heard you like
about-
fetch land.
I heard you like drawing fetch lands.
I wish I could draw fetch lands like that playing 4-color.
Go, my pretties, go! Ha ha ha!
So the bright side here is if we are playing against like Electrodominance and we draw Stubborn Denial,
Yeah.
the game's basically over on the spot.
Right, because we just have stub, snap, stub. Alright, looking like what you said, Mike. Chalice on 1. Oh no! That's really rude. That's super
Right,
rude.
So let's not draw stuff now.
He just has chalice and stuff. This is why sometimes I'm just like, some people are playing the game of Magic, and they're people who I just don't ever see this kind of thing happen to, and they're like, dude, you want to watch me play a league? And I'm like, nah, not really. I'll feel too depressed if I watch you play a league.
Right, so before you pass, I would absolutely snap in that.
Oh,
Snap
flash in the
caster,
snap.
no value.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You were right. You're right, 100%. I think just as a defense mechanism, my brain is already like, all right, screw this game, like I'm off of it. Just like I should still slow down, obviously. Like I don't know, just like the frequency with this kind of garbage happens, and especially to me on Grixis, like, and 100% like we especially went through that game one. You guys were pointing out so much like really good stuff, but yeah, which I think is under my control. We still wanting to snap this in, obviously. Okay.
You're not getting any value holding it in hand. You're not snap stubbing, anything
Right.
like that.
Right. Let's get those lands for that hardcast Street Wraith. Let's go. Get in there, boys. Get in there, team. Champs. So I guess this is how the deck's surviving in the world without a monkey. Just playing chalices.
They played out the land.
Right. Oh, Narsetti. Yold Narset. Oh,
Spaghetti.
indeed. Actually, one positive about the chalice is that they conceded. That's hilarious. All right. One thing about the chalice is to remember that they can't play any one drops. So when we're talking about lines and playing around stuff, we can keep that in mind. So
E is kind of big here. It is a 2 mana spell that destroys chalice on one.
right. I feel like they have rhinos, right? So push like plays a role, but maybe we just want to be on counter spells instead.
I think having some number of removal in the deck is fine.
Like,
But
is
maybe,
dismember
like,
okay?
Push and no dismember.
Oh, you think a no dismember?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would do like 2 push, no dismember.
I kind of like everything else though, right? Like everything else is pretty sweet, and then
Everything else is solid.
we can bring in like EE and K commands. We want to make room for Mana Leak. Mana Leak's okay.
I like Mana Leak more than K command actually.
Okay, even when they showed us Chalice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Like you still have your hand disruption to rely on. You still got soft stub for turn 2 chalice.
That's true.
Like you've got a lot of ways to deal with turn 2 chalice.
Okay.
That you don't really have to overboard for fear of it.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, I'll be right back. Gotta use the little boy's room.
Really tries to trap you sometimes with hands like this.
I don't know how this hand's trapping you. It's horrible. Maybe you could make an argument for if this was a fetch land and you could fetch shock Thoughtseize yourself.
I know, I thought that was a fetch land for
Been
a
like
second.
chugging water these days.
I did the same thing that Steven did earlier. I thought that was a Bloodstained Mire.
Yeah, this is just a mole, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely a mole. Cool. Gotcha. Sounds sweet. I wish this was our 7 because this is tough for me. Yeah, I want all these cards. It's like, oh, EE is like a nice out to like, Chalice, and then Street Wraith helps lower our life total for the Death Shadow. Guess we can like maybe put back Snap.
I think I would ditch the snap.
Okay. Bye bye.
So you're really looking
Bye bye, boy.
for like Stubborn Denials, Thoughtseizes, things like that here early.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a minute before you snap them back, because if you're hitting them, then you're not hitting lands. If you're hitting lands and you're not hitting things, you really want to Snapcaster back.
Definitely. So.
I would just slow roll the EE until you see the chalice, because you can also use that as a way to destroy as for gold.
Just go turn. Passo by Passo.
And obviously, if you need to cast it for 0, there's like no
Mm-hmm.
downside.
Right. What? Opponent? Okay. They were just doing that. Sure. Yeah, it looks like the Chalice. Oh, I guess they were F6 checking us. That's fine. Just a Thought Scar. Opponent. Yep. Yep. Alright, I think I just want to land Gurmag. And then we can mess around next turn, see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can shock something in, or do I need to save something in here? Really think I do?
Also...
What's up?
Never mind. You can save the Thought Scour for if you decide to destroy the Chalice.
Right.
You can Thought Scour.
I think I'm just gonna clear out this yard here. I think that's okay. Alright, go my little angler. Fly away.
Gotta respect the angler of the dangler.
Indeed. Oh, a foretold card? Oh, snap.
It's either
Ooh.
the Scribe 2 draw 2 or the.
Sure.
Ooh.
Ooh. That was a very, very nice draw.
So
So
now we can sit on that.
I think I want to EE on 0 just pass though, right?
You can.
I think I like that though. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do it.
So if they don't do anything, you can just Thought Scour yourself.
Right, I can crack it and then scour. Okay.
There's a big
Excuse me?
part of me that really hopes this is like a Raven form under this.
That would be awesome. Do I even want to though?
What, crack the EE?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it opens us up to like this is like a window of opportunity for them to interact.
I mean, there's very few ways they have to interact here.
Okay.
Like, sure, there are some, but it's a very minute list.
Hello.
Hello indeed. I'm gonna go to combat first.
Hello, darkness. My old friend.
I've come to thought seize you again.
That only does 4,
Huh.
sir.
That's a really cool card though. That's really cool.
Bolt 2.
Oh, and this Thought Seize is just gonna.
Right.
Some negation.
Demon Bolt, that's so cool. I think that's awesome. They conceded opponent. We still had a lot of game to play, man.
Did we?
I don't think they,
Did we? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they had answers. I don't know. Those are both.
Tried to 2-for-1 the Gurmag Angler. They
Yeah.
didn't have anything.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Fair enough. I thought that was cool. That's cool tech. I like the tech. The Demon Bolt. Thought that was cool. Both those games, I think, don't bode well for their deck post Monkey. Because in both those games, you noticed that they were in positions of like really good lockout against us, namely like those chalices. Also, they had like ancestral stuff like ticking down, and then they did that first game, and then they still weren't able to do anything like to take advantage. I don't know.
So I wonder for them if 2 mana or 3 mana instant speed deal 4 is better than something like Roast, like 2 mana sorcerer speed deal 5.
Right, true. I know. Okay, so I know this is like the thing that y'all said, and feel free to tell me like, no, this is just a mulligan. But I just like love the dude. I'm too obsessed with this play now that you showed it to me, Mike. I don't know. Like we have like 4 cards to cast. What do you think? Or is this just this is just a mulligan?
I'd snap keep this.
Oh.
But I
Ooh.
wouldn't pass with
Ooh.
stub
Oh,
I'd
okay.
probably Serum Visions.
Oh, okay.
Because I think the way that you're losing this game is not seeing like your second, third land.
Okay.
Or
That's
a
fair.
threat.
Yeah, that too. That too. I feel like I keep Street Wraith. It's just like the next card, but we want to be lower in life anyway.
Yeah.
It's a way you can get a shadow down, possibly.
I was about to say, unless we're against burn. That's awesome. No, you... Okay, okay. I was going to say, opponent.
Shadow.
8. Awkward.
I would just thought scour yourself here, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, you could thought seize, you could pass turn with fatal push, but if you're not finding the second land, like, you're not winning.
We were 1 away, guys. We were 1 away from glory. Alright. Nice. That's funny.
Easy Gurmag off the top.
Yeah, we did. We got the old dead skis.
Rather, because you're looking for like a specific thing. Oh.
But we gotta fetch it away.
That's okay. Hey, just
Don't
pack
matter.
this one up.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah, dismember. Let's go. Let's go. Let's just go all the way down. Bum, 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 bum. Sweet. Alrighty, so against Boyne. Definitely don't like these 6. Get out of here. And then these seem fine to me. These seem fine. Unless we think K command on the play has more of a role to play than any of these cards. I think this is fine, right?
There's times that I might like board out a thought seize for a K command.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the worst.
Yeah.
But it's kind of personal preference.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Yep. It's so funny when we were keeping our hand, and I was like, Street Wraith up top, it's free, right? And I was like, I literally, my next words were literally going to be, unless we're against burn, and then they just went. Oh, this one like has all the ingredients except for the way to fill up your yard with the Gurmag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know what to do here. This is a tough one.
What's your gut instinct?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like we just like have a lot of great tools here, right? We have the stub is so good in this matchup. We have the snap for the snap stub, but then we just have no way to turn on our threat. But if we just draw into like a thought scour, I think this hand goes from like a 4 or 5 to like a 10 out of 10. It's got the battle rage too. I don't know. What would you do?
I'd probably keep it on the basis that you could flash in Snapcaster as a blocker.
Okay.
And that kind of fills your graveyard and holds you over to Gurmag.
Sure. I'm going to play Polluted Delta in case I want to fetch basic island on turn 1. I want to leave thyself that option if I need it.
I'd have played Bloodstained Mire so you could fetch out tap Steam Vents.
Yep.
So
Okay.
you could get basic island off the Delta on turn 2 and have your double blue plus your red on turn 3.
I was just about to say that.
Okay.
You definitely don't want to draw a second Battle Rage, do you?
Nope. Guess we just still get Steam Vents? grave, I think it's fine.
Because then your Bloodstained Mire can only get a shockwave.
Right.
Well, yeah.
You can only get a shock land anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You have to.
Slant.
Yeah.
So we can just flash in the snappy. Position, eh?
Them not cracking their fetch immediately might mean the Searing Blaze.
They should not have Searing Blaze in deck post board.
Oh, Mike, you say they shouldn't, but should is such a strong word.
I've had it happen against me more times than I can count, so I absolutely know that they do it.
I was just say, the amount of times that I've battle raged my Jund opponent in boarded games says otherwise.
Oh, God. Alright, it's a pretty good hand. Just really redundant. I guess we just take a bolt.
Probably. Take away their ability to double bolt your Gurmag.
Mm-hmm. If it ever comes down.
We're an optimistic stream here.
Fair enough. Oh wow, they just drew another 1 mana burn spell.
I think they were playing around stuff.
Sure. Guess it's pretty free for them. I'm gonna shock it in to send a message, dude.
There you go.
Oy. Everything has been so awkward about this. Like, do we just have to tap out, right? The threat.
Well, so you know one of the burn spells in their hands is a 2 mana spell, and you have 2 stubs in hand.
Sure.
So I think
Probably
maybe
just pass.
Yep. And you have a push for if they draw a threat.
They're just gonna pass back. GG, bud.
You get Island here. You can play. Yeah, you can play Gurmag and hold up double stub. So.
Just let it resolve, opponent. It's fine. Ooh, yes, indeed.
Let's just hope that they fetch shock here, because then you have them on the 2-turn clock.
Why aren't they casting spells?
Probably doing the typical burn, like I'm gonna wait till I overload on burn spells.
Like they probably have it right here. I mean, I just gotta do this. Skull crack me. Just let it go, right?
Counter it.
Okay. Reasons why?
Their last card could be a Skewer the Critic or a Light Up the Stage.
Okay.
Well, wouldn't be light up the stage. No reason to play that card.
Said it could be.
Well,
Alright.
Skewer, you could counter the Skewer, but it's more just make them have double spell. Don't let any one spell kill you.
We may have sold this one.
Path to exile.
Just slow rolling you. Wow.
Oh, Mike's gonna be so happy that just happened, dude. Mike's like, dude, bring in Deflecting Palm against Grixis Shadow. Just do it every time. It's a really good card. You should always do it.
It can get you killed easier than it can kill the Dead Shadow player. I think it's a liability.
That's the joke. Because in our first Grixis league, our burn opponent lost the game because they were playing. Literally, if they were not playing Deflecting Palm and they were playing any other burn spell, we would have lost the game, but we won instead. So.
That's such a horrendous card.
No, dude, it's Mike's favorite card. He's like, I love that card. I'm gonna put that card in the sideboard of every deck I play.
It's really good against this deck.
Yeah, what kind of a percentage of the meta is infect?
I like this hand. Got some redraws.
What?
We've got a little threats and interaction. We've
What
got
percent of
1,
the
2,
meta
3,
is
4.
doing crazy enough stuff for deflecting palms from the sideboard or card?
Apparently the same percentage of the meta that's okay with Utopia Sprawl into Mana Tithe into Reality Smasher.
That deck was wild, dude. That deck's too big brain for us. That deck is beyond our understanding, dude. Beyond our understanding.
They're already in the next format.
Already in the next format. Ooh, I actually have never done this before. It feels very good. Never gotten to do this before. Good thing we queued up into our best match, huh?
Absolutely.
I'm just kidding, because if we have ways to lose life and a teamer battle rage, we can just do it. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay. Oh wait, stinkweed up. Wait, stinkweed up, guys. Wait, stinkweed up, right?
Dude,
I love Corey. I love it.
Don't pass. You can play out a shadow.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was the point of the thought. That was the real reason you were casting the thoughts to use was to lose the life. You were just hoping there was a cathartic reunion in there.
Mm-hmm. No, there's a cathartic green on top of their deck, guys. Oh, another. Oh, Thoughtseize bug. Oh, good, dude. So unlucky, man. Oh, wait. Do we just keep this? Gas? Let's go.
Nope.
What?
You do not want to fire off this fatal push until they put a stinkweed out.
Yes.
If they chump block, let them chump block.
Right.
Get your threats down.
Yeah, if they cast a stinky boy, you're in trouble.
Okay.
If they cast a stinkweed out, well, they have two in hand, but you just wait until your shadows are lethal, clear them out of the way.
And I would, I'd play the Gurmag instead of the second shadow here. Yep. Just get the power on board.
Okay. It's your world, boss.
Or just living in it.
I guess so.
Here he comes.
Here he comes, my stinky boy. Attack if you want.
Thought Scour, your Dredge opponent?
No balls you won't, dude.
Yeah, just play out of Shadow and pass. He's gonna put a few stinky boys in the yard, but...
You mean on the battlefield?
yeah.
I can just Snapcaster Street Wraith next turn. Got him, dude. Ah, that'll happen too. Ooh, Conflogala. So 11. I wonder if we're supposed. Let's see what else they do. Wondering if we're supposed to fatal push the Amoeba on the end of the turn.
If they don't play a land, then I don't hate it. Because you can
I'm
top
glad you
deck
don't hate it.
fetch land for lethal. But if you top deck a fetch land for lethal, then you could snap, do it anyway.
Nice call, Corey. Thanks for looking out, bro. Got him. Got him.
Alright, what do you guys think about Nile Spellbomb in this matchup?
I think it's okay. It's not your best card in the matchup, but... Oh wait, just kidding. Like that.
And like high key Ether Gust is pretty
Yeah, Aether Gust is great. Hitting Ox is sick. I feel like Leak on the draw is just like too slow, but maybe it still has a role to play. Nah, I don't like Leak. I don't like it. I feel like something like this.
Do in your early turns, I think,
Right.
getting on board.
Right. Opt, Street Wraith, Gurmy, Angalore. I don't know. I think that's it. Like K return doesn't seem that exciting to me. It's only doing 2 damage. It's not doing much. It's no Anger of the Gods. So.
Changed it up. I mean, back when Dredge was 4 Narcomoebas for Blood Guests, yeah, sure, it was probably a knockout punch, but.
I'm guessing that's what our opponent is still on, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, the Ox builds only plays. You can play 4 of one and 2 of the other between the Narcomoebas and Blood Guests. There's really not enough room for a playset of both.
All right. Sounds like just bad because it needs a threat.
I think this is a matchup where you need a threat.
Right. Or like, all right, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Hopefully there's no turn 1 play from them and just take a cathartic and off to the races.
Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Sag. It's like, do we even want to Thoughtseize here?
I think you... Personally, I still do it. Like, I just don't think you're ever fast enough to beat hands where they get a good Cathartic Reunion off on turn 2.
That's fair.
And if they just
Clench.
don't have it...
Clench. Oh. I mean, both these cards are good, but this one's better.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't want to do it for me? I need to cast a Gurmag Angler opponent. It'd be really nice if you did it for me. Okay, my next turn, we'll see what they do, but decent chance I'm just going Shadow Shadow. Ooh, Abrupt Decay. Ox of Agonas. Gotcha. Oh, haggle with the Stinky. I'm wondering if they were just supposed to just do Life from the Loam, just to like, I don't know. I'm not saying they should have or shouldn't. I'm just wondering if that's like a thing maybe.
I think they should fetch before they Dredge 5 in case they hit all 2.
So, I guess now, it's the only thing about Ox, right? Like, Ox is just like really accelerating this game pretty dramatically because now like they're just gonna Ox next turn, so like we're just kind of priced into just Shadow clench and try to draw into a Battle Rage.
Or you could peel a Spellbomb.
That would have been sweet. It would have been sweet if you were 2 for 2 on those calls.
I try to be. I really do.
I really do. Nice. Much appreciated, brother.
That's fine though. Hopefully, let's see. There's no Conflagrate in the yard, so hopefully they just hit like 2 Creeping Chills with completely on Conflagrates, and then you just peel like the Battle Rage and kill them.
Right. I guess theoretically we could also just hit land and then visions into it. Oh yeah, we got some goodies coming back. Oh yeah, let's go. Dude, what if our opponent like totally 5-headed us and just like boarded out all their Creeping Chills?
You should in the Death Shadow matchup. It's a liability for sure.
Oh, is it? Okay, I've never had. Whenever I played Shadow, I've never had a Dredge opponent take them out. Like I've always just seen like all of them, or like a lot of them.
I would because it just has like an oops factor of like you can just have like a really good like turn 1 or 2 Dredge draw. hit 2 or 3 creeping chills, and your opponent is just like Battle Rage kill you, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like you just don't want to add that much variance to your game.
Stinkies. Hey.
Especially. Okay.
Ooh, all 3?
And they can't cast Conflagrate, so.
Okay. Battle
Oh,
Rage.
Well.
Creeping chill thing.
I know, right?
Like, I 100% believe you should never board that card out.
I think the card's just too good, Corey. Like, I think the card's just
Like,
so
like,
good.
we have to go down aggressively on life total.
Like,
To kill the
Corey,
Dredge
they just killed us on turn 3, dude. What are you talking about, man?
First off, you weren't beating their board state anyways. Second,
Battle Rage might have.
I think they just lucked out and hit 4.
Hey, if I attack with both and then they just go block, maybe I go Battle Rage them. Got them. Alright, I think I'm just standing pat on this, I believe.
Yeah, I think your deck configuration is better on the play. So,
Yeah.
like, I think maybe on the draw you were supposed to aggressively look for like spell bombs.
Sure, fair enough. Yes, Snapkeep, let's go.
Because I think on the play there, like, Thoughtseize is taking their free corn.
I think I'm going to 5, right? Because this is 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we're just going to 5. This is like okay. So at least it gets documented. It's forever in posterity. This is just like every time I fire up MTGO. This is just what goes down. Alrighty, on 4. Let's do it. Let's go. And also notably, post-board games, all of the what was that? We mulliganed what 4 times here, 3 times, and we mulliganed last game, and have not seen any grave hate. Seems like
we saw
should.
1, but there's also 2 of all 3 of your cantrips in your hand as well.
Right.
I might have put back the Thought Scour there, just to guarantee to have the Ether Gust on turn 2.
Yeah, maybe.
And you have 2 fetches that get you closer to landing your shadow earlier.
Mm-hmm. That's probably true. I mean, we mulled the 4, so. Avalanche response. I'm gonna get ya. Hit all those creeping shells again. Hey, heck yeah, dude, let's do it. Let's go. We'll turn 2 Death Shadow.
36-9. Damn, she fine.
Fetch line. Okay, that's fine too. Let's go. Although, Sag, we put our best card in the graveyard. Sure.
Dang, they had the second land.
Alright.
Still have outs.
They just Ox here, and then we just die, I think. Just conflagrate us and pass opponent. That's a great play. Let's do it.
Get rid of Uro. Let's turn our attention towards Dredge again. Ox of Agonis, the 2-mana 5/3 ancestral recall, might be a little much.
A little pushed? It's a little pushed. Two mana 5/3 ancestral. Yeah, that's a big old fat G and a G. Big old fat G and G. Alright, I want to stop wasting everyone's time. All right, guys. Unfortunate league. I mean, whatever. Not much to say there, but if you're still watching, thank you so much for hanging out. Really appreciate y'all's viewership, and I will see you guys tomorrow.